That's my ultimate dream is to somehow get on Survivor.
Honestly, how do you think you fare?
I got to work on my puzzles. I'm not great at puzzles. I think puzzles, and also I can be bad about oversharing stuff, generally speaking, at times. So I would really have to dial that back.
I would love to see a Survivor, but it's just all people in the Kill Tony universe. Now they would need to find. They would need to find a handicap accessible island. But if they did, bro, the Kill Tony Survivor would be so much fun.
Can I ask you a question, William? How did the cameos start? How did the wave of that start? I don't even know how. What was the beginning?
I don't know. It's been a couple of years now.
Like, what was you remember the first, like, was like, oh, I got sent a cameo.
I can't remember exactly when I started it, but it was just something where it was thinking any sort of extra income was very, I was accepting it with open arms. And that became a very good avenue for that. It's so sweet. My brother, though, he'll send me articles every now and again about how Cameo is imploding as a business, and I think that's my luck. Finally being able to make a little money off of some company, and then they go under because it's generally not going good. I don't know. It must be big in Britain. Because they always have a top 100, and you can be clicking on, you can click on the top 100, and it's always British people up at the top.
Yes, so number one, I'm looking at the top 10. Because I look at the top 10 every once in a while because it's fun to see where you are. Yeah. Like the other day, you were like number 2.
Fuck yeah, dude. I didn't know that.
Yeah, you're always in the top 10. It's always cool. I'll always be like, hey, I wonder what we're about to say. The number 1 guy is a British actor.
Who?
James Buckley.
Yeah, James Buckley is like the king of Cameo. It looks like his cameos are relatively cheap, so he's doing a shit ton of them.
It's $50.
Yeah, so not too bad. So he probably sees 30 or something. I don't even know if I should say it. Whatever. But yeah, but he's doing a lot of them.
Oh.
So I don't know how he does it.
Can you show me this man?
Yeah, I don't think you're going to recognize him.
He was in something called, I think, The In-Betweeners.
The In-Betweeners is, what his...
Which must have been some big British comedy movie, I think.
I think it was a show, right?
Or a show, okay, yes.
The British comedy show they have their like cult following.
For sure, for sure. So he's up there all the time. And then I noticed John Gruden.
John Gruden is number 3 right now.
He's somehow on this last month, because again, I'm looking at it pretty frequently on a daily basis. I'm just clicking on it because I'm on the freaking app on a daily basis, generally speaking. And he went up to like 4,000 points the other day. So I think some funny business is going on. I have no idea, but it's like some mind-boggling number after like not logging on for 2 days. And then he's above sweet James Buckley by like 2,000 points. And I don't know. I didn't understand it. I thought some funny business.
I think it has something to do with the fact that football season is starting. So if I'd imagine he's getting a lot of like people who like he's announcing fantasy football draft orders.
That's a thing.
Yeah, like with the first pick goes. Yeah, I bet he's doing a lot of that.
For sure, for sure.
It'll be interesting to see what once the football season is over, what his stats are going to be like.
Exactly. Maybe not great because there's like a guy who somehow has cornered the market on Santa Claus. He's like the Santa Claus cameo. I don't know how he figured that one out. So every Christmas you see Santa Claus, just top 5.
Skyrockets to number 1 like
but
Mariah
no
Carey.
Other times, yes. And there's like a Taylor Swift impersonator. It's like, how did she get that? Or there's like an Andy Reid impersonator. And it's just shocking. Good for them. But it's like, I wonder how, because I'm sure there's a bunch of impersonators of those people. I wonder how they were able to corner the Cameo market on impersonating somebody making money off of it. I don't know.
Yeah, how do you even advertise that? Because it's like, Cameo itself isn't the social media.
Right.
So you can't advertise there.
Yeah, I have no idea.
Does Adam Ray do it as Dr. Phil?
Adam Ray's on there. I see his ass on the top 100. I notice him on there. And like Steve Ranazizi, again, that's probably football draft stuff, right?
The league stuff.
He's been on there recently, and I don't know. Not one way or the other. I just don't notice. I just don't see. Maybe he's on there. I don't know. But now he really is.
World.
Yeah.
It's a whole world.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, it's a lot of people. It's one of the few things in my life I've hit, thank God, at a pretty good time with technology.
Yeah.
Because 5 years ago, it didn't exist.
Right.
Or how many ever years ago. So it's like this weird internet thing that, thank God, has turned into this little blessing for me for right now. But it's always in the back of my head. Yes, people are getting it right now, but who's to say they'd be fucking getting 3 months from now, tomorrow? Thank God they've continued to for a little, but it's kind of, I don't look at it like, oh, I'm going to have this influx of money from this weird internet thing for the rest of my life. I'm just always thinking,
brother.
get in tomorrow. I don't know.
Any art, you can't assume that the income stream is going to last for a long time.
Yeah.
You have to kind of you have to kind of play it safe a little bit.
Every day, I'm like, the mothership's going to explode.
Uh-huh.
Because that's what like I said, that's like that feeling of like, that's my luck. That would happen to me.
Right.
You know what I mean? The COVID was the first time that happened, where it was like, oh man, I finally started making money.
Yeah.
And then COVID happened, and then that was the first one of like, okay, nothing matters.
For sure.
Like, all this money's not real. None of it's yours. And so, every day I do think the next day will be the worst day of my life.
I totally hear you. Because where were y'all? Y'all were both at the Comedy Store.
We had
right?
both.
Weren't y'all still at the Comedy Store?
We had
then?
both quit our jobs to go full time right before the pandemic.
Right before. Yeah, so it was the feeling of like, I'm good, baby. You know what I mean?
Sure.
And
We did
my
it.
God. And literally, I think I posted a video saying I did it.
Yeah.
I don't need a job anymore. And immediately needed to get a job.
Right.
I know, and then everything shut down.
Bro.
Shut
It
down.
was weird in L.A.
Yeah, but it was a blessing in disguise for us because when everything came back, we weren't tied to the Comedy Store, so we could freely move here.
For sure.
Yeah, it's a weird blessing in disguise.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Wait,
totally.
Did you go back to Memphis during COVID?
Or did you
Yeah, I
stay
was
in
at
LA?
my girlfriend's grandparents' place out in Reseda the whole time.
Ooh.
On my unemployment from the storage unit job. That's what I was doing the
Get
whole
it?
time.
Been there?
Watching every season of Survivor, turned into a giant Survivor fan. I think new season starts soon. They do 2 seasons. They do 2 seasons a year now
Yeah, dude.
with Jeff Probst. That's my ultimate dream, is to somehow get on Survivor.
How do you
It's
think
my
you fare?
ultimate dream.
Honestly, how do you think you fare?
I got to work on my puzzles. I'm not great at puzzles. I think puzzles, and also I can be bad about oversharing stuff, generally speaking, at times. So I would really have to dial that back.
That's a big part of it, right?
Significantly.
It's
Yeah,
a mind game with the other components. I've never watched the episode.
It's like political stuff. So if you overshare, all of a sudden you might fuck your alliance up.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
You might love it. Have y'all ever? So have you watched? Have y'all watched it a little?
I will remember when it was a phenomenon.
Yeah.
Right? Remember when it first came out? Because it was the first big reality TV show, I think, in America at least.
I think you're right.
That
it
was
was
like
before Fear Factor?
No, it was after Fear Factor.
Because it seems like it's a tree branch of that.
But Fear Factor, in my mind, was more of a game show. Right, you have contestants, and they're doing these little rounds or whatever. Survivor was more reality because it was about how they lived on the island affected the game.
For sure, it was multiple days versus something like Fear Factor, which is just shot in a day or whatever.
Fear Factor is round based, whereas Survivor is like, there's like you have the challenges and the thing that like those exist, but like how you interact with the other people outside of the puzzles.
Oh, it's also
is a
real world.
huge factor. Yes.
Real world road rules.
Oh, it's wonderful.
I
love it.
I mean, I guess
it's wonderful. People are so cutthroat sometimes. Sometimes the person you want to win wins, and it's like a wonderful feeling.
Mm-hmm.
But then other times you're like, what the fuck? Were these idiots thinking this person's playing everybody or whatever? It's fun. I swear I enjoy it.
How would you
really
play it?
do.
Would you be cutthroat? Would you play people?
I don't know. I'd really have to work on it. I'd have to work on it. Because maybe it would be fun to really fucking play some people.
Yeah, I think I would. I know it myself.
I think it'd be fun.
Your face said it
Because
all.
normally I'm too big of a pussy bitch to be playing people or whatever. And why would you even need to? But
Yeah.
in that situation,
But on
I think
an
it'd be fun.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
On an island with where you're supposed to.
For sure.
How do you
Yeah.
think you'd fare?
I don't know.
You're a little fucking conniver.
I
dude.
think
this guy's a fucking.
I think I would get a lot. I don't know if I'd win. I don't know if I have it. Because there is to win that stuff, there's a extra level of kind of brutality that you need that I don't think I have. But I'm no. Not like
This guy's a liar. Dude.
not like the brutality to
He
win.
did 9/11. You think he would fucking just go behind some bitch's back?
But I know I think I could. I would get a lot farther than people in the island would think. Like when I
Yeah.
first showed up, they'd be like, "Ah, this probably be easy," and then I'd be like, "Damn, you're like third, fourth."
Well, you always say that you're a great number 2.
I'm a great number 2.
He says that about everything. He's like,
I'm a
he's
great
Dick
number
Cheney,
2.
this guy.
Yes.
But Dick Cheney's the one in power.
For sure.
Yeah. But if there was a show where being number 2 was the goal, I would win. But the goal of Survivor is to be number 1.
Sole survivor.
Yeah. I'm a number 2. I don't think I could win Survivor.
Well, yeah.
I think I would get eliminated immediately. I truly think I'd be voted off immediately because I would immediately try to show like leadership and like get involved with everybody. And I think people would be like, we got to get rid of this guy.
Yeah, you have to be careful. Sometimes people are too pushy at the beginning, even if they might have good ideas, but their personality turns people off.
Exactly.
And I'm thinking the same thing. I'm like, get this fucking crazy person out of there. They're crazy sometimes. It's like you got to get them out of there because you can't trust them in an alliance. You have to be able to, when you're building these alliances, you have to be able to trust them. If somebody's too big of a wild card, you have to be careful. Because they could be spilling all the beans.
Yeah. And I love playing both sides. I love playing both sides, dude. I don't know how to not.
For sure.
I would love to see a Survivor, but it's just all people in the Kill Tony universe. Now they would need to find a handicap accessible island. But if they did, bro, the Kill Tony Survivor would be so much fun.
For sure. We'd have to have the handicap thing. Talking about that, I was so proud of my sweet friend Martin Phillips after the Kill Tony at Madison Square Garden. There was some after party, and dude, Martin was macking on some good-looking bitch the entire time, and so was Aaron Belial. Not that I think that they shouldn't or wouldn't, but it was great to see that they were. Oh my gosh, they were macking on these good-looking girls.
That's
I loved it. It was wonderful.
Ballsy, if you ask what I'm saying.
You know, I saw. This guy's an idiot. I saw Martin Phillips last night at Hansa's show at Vulcan.
Cool.
And I was looking at him, and it's crazy you say this. He also he had like a tight black shirt, and he had like a nice cut jeans and like nice shoes, and I was like, oh, this guy's getting pussy. Without even just from just the confidence of his shit, I was like, that shirt's tight, bro.
Yeah,
that shirt's tight on this man.
Right.
I love it.
Right.
That's crazy to hear. Makes me feel good.
Yeah, go out there and get it.
Oh, for sure.
Get it. Good for you, Martin and Aaron.
Yes. Good on y'all.
Yeah, women want to fuck that, dude. They want to fuck when you got problems.
Totally.
I think so. Lieutenant Dan got pussy, bro.
That's true. Lieutenant Dan did get pussy.
I mean, listen to her. She's already talking about she's not getting a cameo if the guy doesn't have money or all whatever bullshit.
Whatever.
That was to get an insight into women's minds, I think. All about kind of status, power, money. And you didn't even mean to spill the beans, and it's totally fine. And I agree with you, by the way. I would probably feel similarly.
Yep.
You know what's funny? Because Val, it's interesting you said that because I don't look at you as the woman who is into those things. Because I mean, your sweet boy Thomas, who I'd love to kiss one day, he's not. He's very unassuming. Like that's what I like. He's very unassuming. He's very chill. Your man.
I think it's more of like I am reaching an age where my mind biologically is like, what is your future situation looking like? And
what are we talking? Are you like mid-20s?
Yeah.
Oh,
and
yeah, that's true. You did take a risk there.
Dude, it'd be so funny if she was 19.
So yeah, no. I think knowing that like I'm with someone who is looking to have a good future is good.
Yeah.
That's more important than how hot?
Now, yeah.
But you probably want some physical attraction.
Oh, for sure.
What do you like?
I like athletic guys.
So kind of muscly?
I like rugby players.
Oh, so kind of rough and tumble.
Yeah. What? Rugby players?
Yeah, Thomas.
Val, what the fuck? A rugby player?
I met Thomas when he was playing rugby.
Whoa.
Thomas played rugby?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
This nigga, he's a sweetie pie. He looks like Kirby. He's literally the sweetest person I've ever met.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he's a very sweet man.
Kirby the love bug, the talking car?
No,
No, I'm kidding. Kirby. I'm thinking of Herbie. I think Kirby.
Also cute. Also Herbie is a cutie pie. Herbie
cute.
also
I
can get
know.
it.
Yeah.
But damn, I didn't know a little Tommy boy played rugby. A rugby guy is tough in the rumble. Not the kind of guy I'm into.
Yeah.
Yeah, you like the guys with tits.
I do like a man with tits. I do love a man with tits. Do you like tranny stuff, William?
I don't normally go out of my way to look for such a thing. And normally I have other little searches in my brain that I'm thinking about before transsexual people. Nothing against them. Nothing against them.
Nothing against good people, solid men and women.
Yes.
You know. Wait, what comes up first in your brain?
Oh my gosh, it just depends on how I'm feeling. I mean, a lot of the time, generally it could be hand job kind of stuff because I feel like it's the most accurate thing I could be doing because that's what I'm doing to myself. But then I start thinking, is this a little gay? You know what I mean? Not in a bad way. Not that there's anything wrong with any of that. But then I do start second guessing at times.
Okay,
I start thinking.
Are you thinking what I'm thinking right now?
What are y'all thinking?
I don't think we're thinking the same thing, but we're all
Because my
have
question, because
questions.
he said hand job, but some people think it's gay. Because I thought hand job like a woman jerking somebody else.
That's what I imagine.
Are you thinking of just a person masturbating?
Yeah, solo stuff. I'm in a fantasy. No, I'm kidding. That would be strange.
It would be very awesome. Hey, dude, I like a woman with a penis. It's very open pod here. Very open pod. There's no judgment in this room, other than for Val.
Yeah. Wait, really? So you like jerking off?
Yeah,
Porn?
some.
That's interesting.
It just
I like-
depends
you don't
on
like
my
it?
mood.
You know what I'm into? You ever watch it's like a massage table porn, but he's not facing up. He's laying on his stomach, and there's a hole for his penis, and then the woman is under just masturbating him. jerking him
Yes,
off.
the penis is coming under the hole, out of the hole.
Yes, and she jerks
Yeah.
off, and then when he always comes on her tits, and she acts like that's just God's gift.
I've seen that before. Yeah, what is that? It's like massage
Table porn.
Yeah, just massage table.
I feel like I didn't want to say that. I knew exactly what it is. But that I don't know what that is. I want that so bad.
I know.
I want you have to be under a table. I don't want you jerking me off and you're standing up and my dick's up.
Right.
I want my dick to be down.
Right. You're doing
sure.
the least amount of work as possible in this scenario. You're
Well,
face
also-
down.
Totally.
And I
Yeah.
don't see what's happening. I like sex that I can't see. I don't want to see anything.
So when you're having sex or something, are the lights off normally?
And you're like this the whole time, just looking up.
Yeah, I fuck like Ray Charles. No, I know it's funny. When I'm having sex with my beautiful wife, I am looking at her.
So the lights are on. The lights aren't necessarily off.
I don't like. I like mood lighting. I think more than anything.
Like a lava lamp or
Yeah,
lava lamps are cool.
we have sink lights, and yes, they're like lights that you can kind of change the mood color for. So you can change the
really?
temperature in the room, kind of, and I like that.
Yeah, they're
Wait,
nice.
so the lights not only change the color of the lights, but also the temperature of the room?
No, like the temp, like how, like instead of a bright red, it's like a dim red or a bright purple. You can change the temperature of the light.
Oh.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I see.
Yeah. So I do like that, and then I don't. You know what's funny? Because I am looking at my wife, but honestly, it's just for my ego. I'm like, this bitch better be enjoying this because I'm having a good time.
Yeah.
But it's the same. I would do the same thing at Disney World. I wouldn't want to look at my partner and they're not having a good time. It's like I'm having a great fucking time, and you're ruining my time
Yeah,
by not enjoying this teacup ride.
for sure.
You know,
Or
So
the Peter Pan ride.
Yeah,
Have
or
y'all been there recently?
Dude, the Peter
to
Pan
Disney
ride
World?
rules.
I've never
Yeah.
done the Peter Pan ride.
Oh, because it's like a nice simple kids ride, but there's like a point where you're flying over London.
Yes.
Amazing.
Wonderful.
Amazing.
Wonderful.
I think about that moment all the time.
It's like the ET ride. Did you ever go on the ET
No.
ride in Universal Studios? You would fly over a city, and it was always so much fun. You were on the bicycles on the ET ride.
Wait, you're actually in the room? You're on a bike?
Yeah.
That's cool.
Oh, it's so cool.
Yeah,
That's
it's
cool.
yeah. I think about that, Peter, because it's like a regular kids ride or whatever, which at Disney has a lot of, and it's fun, it's cool. And then you get to London, and you're like, this is incredible.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I never did that one. I did this ride called Soaring at Universal Studios, and you literally soar over the whole world.
In the simulator.
You see, yes.
Yeah.
And bro, and then when you're over the desert, you can like feel hot and like sand. You feel like sand. And then when you're over the ocean, you feel like sprinklets of water
spray
coming
water.
up
Yeah.
when you go close enough. And then when you fly into a building, you feel the heat. But I thought that was like one of the coolest rides because it was like, damn, you could feel the elements. Soaring, Universal Studios. Go check that out.
Yeah, I love it.
And then the Harry Potter train, also fire. Because you know they have the two. You ever been to the Harry Potter stuff?
Yeah, years ago, because every now and again we would go visit my grandparents on my father's side in Gainesville, Florida, and we drive down there and then go to like Universal Disney World every now and again if we happen to do that on a spring break. And we went one time right when it opened, and I remember being on the Harry Potter ride where like you're strapped down, and before we get to the exit, it all shuts off. And like I'm next to my dad, and my dad gets real claustrophobic, and I get real claustrophobic. And I remember getting like immediately my little brick cell phone out, like getting the Snake game out or whatever, trying to get my mind off of it. Immediately, I was about to go into a panic attack mode. And I think my father was as well. So luckily, it started back up pretty soon thereafter. But that was my thing with the Harry Potter ride. And I swear to God, the one time I attempted to watch any of the Harry Potter movies, it was on a flight back from Miami to LA after some Kill Tony thing. And it was the first time in my life. It was when I was still drinking and doing cocaine. And I swear to God, it was the first time in my life I had the very real thought of, I don't give a shit if this plane fucking crashes. I swear to God, I never thought that before, but I had taken an edible and I was having this real panicky attack shit because I hadn't been asleep very much, and I'm watching Harry Potter, and I remember that, so I'm not the biggest fan just because of that, but yeah, I remember thinking, I don't give a fuck if this thing just crashes real hard. I'm ready to go down with the fucking plane right now.
That's wild.
Oh my
I know.
God.
I would start feeling down some after benders of drinking and doing the cocaine. It'd get me real depressed, but I'm so crazy. I would feel that, yet I would keep on doing it. Some days later, you know what I mean? It was hard to stop, but then it got to where it was just too much, and it was, why was I hurting myself? Like, it just didn't make sense because I was really hurting myself, so it was kind of perverse. I don't know why I was, but that's what I was doing.
That's addiction.
Yeah, it was bad.
It's just so funny that Harry Potter is tied to two like kind of very traumatic events.
Two bad things.
Like for most of us our age, it was like, it's a fun story we read as kids. But you, it's like, no, this intense moment where me and my dad almost had a panic attack together, and then one time I just was okay with dying on a plane.
Yeah.
And that's Harry Potter for me.
I know, but yeah, I had my good friends growing up who would read the books, and it was like these giant books, so I'm sure it was a feeling of accomplishment. Yeah, I'm sure Harry Potter has given people a lot of joy. I'm sure it has. Other than the lady, isn't the lady not a fan of trans people or something?
No, this is interesting.
R.L. Stein? No. J.K. Rowling, but still a 2 letters in a name.
Yeah.
That's how most authors, I feel like, are that 2 letters in a name. But bro,
G.E. Patterson.
yes.
Is that-
That sounds correct.
It
sounds
That's
like
why I said yes. She doesn't like. She likes trans people. She just is like, you're a man.
I see. Right.
I'm a woman.
right,
you're
right.
a man. But go be whatever you are. But I'm a woman, so we can't say that you're a woman as well.
Right.
And man, people
And that gets
want to
people
kill
up
that
in
fucking
arms.
lady.
Yeah,
That
yeah.
gets people up in arms, dude. They call them turfs. They say
Yes.
she's a turf.
So that's what that person is, who's somebody who's generally kind of an ally, but doesn't go with that stance of that it's
Yes.
literally a different person.
Yeah,
or
you're just-
different sex or whatever.
Yeah, I think they call it an honest person. They don't like what a human being is, an honest human being. But bro, I think that's a real thing, getting fucked up on a plane. I've only been fucked up on a plane once. It was, we were going from Birmingham, Alabama to New Orleans with Andrew Schultz.
Cool.
And it was awesome. It was right after the show in Birmingham. I remember we were all getting hammered at the thing, waiting on he got a private jet for us, and so we're waiting. And I remember they took us around a tour around the theater, and they showed us where the slaves used to sit when they come watch a show. Pretty cool theater, historic. And bro, you know what's crazy? You went up there, you're like, this view isn't bad.
Interesting.
You can see yourself having more fun up here
Interesting.
because you're kind of like, everything else was like a regular theater seat, and then up there was like bleachers.
It's kind of like a baseball game too, where like the upper deck in the right place might be better than the lower deck because you can see everything. Yeah.
And there was room to like dance and shit. So I was like, oh, I bet it was just way better up here.
Yeah.
Anyway, that was part of the memory. Minus the slavery. But it was crazy to sit there and be fucked up and be like, whoa, how far we've come. I was on stage. It used to be, wow.
Right.
But we get on the jet and we're absolutely hammered and everyone's having a good time. And on the jet, I was like, man, if it went down right now, I'd be so happy. And everyone got very mad at me. I mean, it stopped all the fun. I didn't realize that that's not an appropriate feeling. Yeah. I thought it was literally I was like, that feeling of like, if this went right now, I don't give a fuck, dude. I fucking rocked it tonight. Like, life is awesome.
For sure.
Yours sounds like it came from a little more positive of a place than Williams did.
But we got to the same place.
You got to the same place. That is true.
Have you never felt that on a plane? Like, dude, if it goes down, what a life. This was awesome.
No. I've never felt like, I'm cool with this going down. I've been in a situation be like, oh, this feels scary as fuck. But I've never been like, I'm fine with this going down now.
Bro,
I've never gotten there.
I was ready to get Sweet Caroline started on the way down. Just a whole fucking singing thing. Yeah. It was a great feeling.
That does sound nice. Yeah, being with your buddies and it being a happy time. Yeah. That sounds kind of fun.
And I was like, oh, bro, everyone's just going to remember Schultz. No one's even gonna.
You'd have to think about that. When the plane
Schultz
goes
and
down.
Friends go down, and it's like, damn, bro. It's just like a Schultz and Friends show.
Right.
But yeah, that was but I've had that feeling. Val, have you ever had that feeling of like I'm ready to die on this plane?
Every time I get on a plane, my life is good, pretty satisfied.
Cool.
You know what's interesting is that
that was darker than anything anyone else said.
Yeah.
That was somehow the darkest thing I've ever fucking heard, dude. Take that noose, Val. Take that noose around your neck. Stop. Stop, dude.
Making a bow.
Yeah, you know what's interesting is that you feel that way. Do you feel that way in a car? You know what I mean? Like.
Yeah, I feel like there have been times where I've intentionally not put my seatbelt on and thought, fuck it. If I fucking crash, I'm going out. Not very often. Like, not at all. But I feel like I've had that thought before and literally didn't put my seatbelt on thinking I'm going out with the car.
You know what's crazy? I was about to say, no, I've never had that. And then he said the seatbelt thing. And I was like, oh, I have had those days where it's like, you know what?
Yeah, I haven't put it on intentionally before.
I have never not put my seatbelt on.
Pussy.
Does that make me a pussy?
Yeah.
You're not alive, dude. Not put it on one day. Just you die of me and I feel so bad.
It's not worth it. It's fine.
God, I have to tell your mom.
I wear a seatbelt.
Watch this episode. Don't watch this episode. I really encourage this. Please don't watch this episode, Messina. I'm so sorry.
Yeah, I do make the conscious choice occasionally to drive without my seatbelt on. But I think it's like usually when I feel like I've lost control in a lot of other things, this is something that brings me control. I don't know how to explain it. Like, drive good, or you're going to get fucked up. And I have control over that.
Yeah, but
not that's not how... make that conscious choice not to drive good every day, but...
But it's like, that's not how car accidents work. You could be driving perfectly.
And die.
And and just some guy not driving good at all or drunk or just bam.
But it wasn't my fault.
Sure.
Yeah.
It wasn't me driving bad.
Sure. I guess.
Well, just put your seatbelt on. Just start wearing your seatbelt a little more and you'll be okay. Gosh. I'm sure your rugby player dude doesn't want you hurt. At least think for him. If not for you, do it for him.
Think for Thomas. You want to die and I'm just kissing him the rest of his life? Is that what you want?
He did bring up that point where I was like considering doing some stimulants, and I hadn't really thought about the consequence in my mind was like, I'm gonna get my fucking work done. Like, there's nothing wrong with this. But he was the one to go, you know how much it would suck to come home and find you dead? And I was like, oh.
What are we talking? Just about a little bit of Adderall or something? I mean, is he a
well,
dumbass?
Because
Or what are we talking about?
Like, you want to
I think a little bit of Adderall is
prescribed.
probably okay. Are you talking about cocaine tainted with fentanyl? Immediately, I'm thinking you're talking about, when you say stimulants, I'm picturing cocaine laced with fentanyl, but you're just talking about like a Vyvanse or Ritalin or Adderall or something?
Yes, but I'm not prescribed, so it'd be through dealers.
And that's sweet
which
of
is the
him.
risk.
That's sweet. That's
That's what I
sweet.
said.
You're probably safe, but that's sweet.
Is he a dumbass? That was so funny to me. Is he a dumbass?
Or he just wants to control your ass or something. I don't know.
Oh.
Or it's just a control issue.
Yeah, was it just like 3 Tylenol and he panicked? He just panicked?
No, I'm kidding. It's probably for the best. Every
Yeah,
now and again, I'll
yeah.
take it because it could be conducive to help me write. It can help me, but I do find with myself, I can get a little shorter. I feel like my temper can get a little worse.
Yeah.
Not that I'm ever like out of control, but I can tell it can generally put me in a bad mood. Again, not that I'm ever taking very much, if at all, but still, whenever I do, when I'm coming down, I can tell I'm not in the best mood.
Have you ever taken it and gone on stage?
Oh yeah, I'm sure. It's never been a thing though where it's been like a habit of, I need to take a piece of it. Like when I was doing cocaine.
Yeah.
It was totally a habit of, I need to do a key bump before I go on stage. It's never been anything.
Wow.
That's
like
so
that
much
at
money.
all.
You go on stage a lot.
Well, I was on unemployment and I was killing it in California, and my rent really wasn't very much money, and I didn't really have any expenses, so I could pretty much use all of the unemployment money on. Yeah, I'm trying to think. I mean, who knows how much money I've been able to save not buying alcohol and cocaine. I don't even want to think about how much I spent just even during the pandemic. I don't know, $10,000, $20,000, which in my world, probably, I don't
that's
know.
all the money. In our world, that's...
Yeah.
that's all
No,
the
I mean,
money.
that was all, again, I was getting a lot of money with the unemployment because I wasn't making any money doing comedy or anything. It was literally all just unemployment. But again, my rent was like $650. I didn't really have too many expenses.
That's pretty
So
good.
it could all totally go towards that.
What was the moment that you were like, I got to stop this? Because there has to be you had to make that connection at some point, being like, oh, this is not.
That's a good question.
Just when I moved to Austin, and then my sweet girlfriend had told me not to let people come over to the apartment, and then I let 2 tour guys at the freaking Creek in the Cave come over when she was out of town, and then she had recently gotten my mom's number, and then she called her, and at the time it kind of bothered me for like, I don't know, a minute or two, but it was just knowing that I was hurting the only people that legitimately kind of really love me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
Like the
Right.
people that really love me, that I was hurting them. Something inside that killed me. It killed me. So it's like I can't, and I was already so depressed, and it wasn't helping with any of the comedy shit.
Yeah.
But I was so used to getting fucked up before I went on stage. But it was just knowing that I was hurting the people that actually love me in my life made me feel even like the most sad.
Yeah.
Like in a way that it made me, I
Right.
couldn't keep feeling that way, or it would be the end of me.
Yeah.
I couldn't have
Right.
kept on dealing. I wouldn't have kept on dealing with it. And I didn't want to go down that path.
Yeah.
So I just had to stop. So it really wasn't hard. Really? Like when I randomly opened up for Tony's ass in Hawaii, yes. Last year, I wanted to drink a fucking Mai Tai on the beach. You know what I mean?
Of course.
And I
Right.
think if I can make it to my 50s or something, maybe I can start drinking some beer again. I wouldn't do it right now. It wouldn't be worth it now. If I started drinking now,
You
it'd
could
be
open
the
a door.
end of me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just know it'd be the end of me. But if I could make it, I don't know, to my 50s, I could probably start drinking some beer again. I would think. So it's not in my head, I'll never drink again. But right now, no.
That's
It
nice.
doesn't even
though.
cross my mind.
It
But
doesn't
I don't
even-
want to think in my head, I'll never drink again. Because I did have fun. I enjoyed it.
Yeah.
I miss it. But it's good. Now I get anxious, though. If I think about it, like if it's someday I'm just straight up chilling, like playing video games or something, it's like, well, it's good I'm not. I get anxious when I start thinking, well, if it was when I was still drinking, it's 3 p.m, by 9, I'd be fucking wasted. I'd be looking for cocaine. Like it makes me anxious now when I think about the repercussions of just me doing it casually. So it makes it not too hard because that makes me more anxious than wanting to drink.
Yeah.
The negative outweighs the positive in my head by a long shot, at least right this second.
Do you feel, because I'm only a month of not drinking, and I feel like
I know, which is great, and it's great
you,
you
bud.
even thinking about it, because, right, it's good to just, if at the very least, take some sort of time off, just to show your
Yeah.
brain that you can do it.
Yeah. You know what's funny? I told it was because I haven't smoked her, and I told Rachel Wolfson and Andre Ricks this. I was like, I forgot, since I've been sober this last month, I forgot that I used to enjoy this. Like I used to like when I was 10, I wasn't like, man, I really want to fucking hit a bong right now. You know what I mean? Like, it was like I was just having a good day.
Right.
For sure.
Without that. And it's nice to put myself back and I was like, oh, you didn't always smoke weed and drink every day. That wasn't always a part of your routine. But I was going to ask you, for me, I've noticed just in this, I was like, all right, I don't want to drink, I don't want to smoke. And then like, it'll just be a wave. It'll feel like a wave of like, oh, now I really want to do it.
Yeah.
And then like getting past that wave is hard. But then the moment the wave is over, I'm back to like,
yeah, you're fine.
But does that hit you still, where you'd be doing, like I said, playing video games or doing something? Like, because I'll be doing that, I'll be playing video games, and I'm like, man, if I started smoking right now, this would be awesome.
The last time it really happened to me, I think, was last summer. So it's been over a year. But I was like putting gas in the car, and it was like a hot summer day, and I'm driving away, and I see some homeless dude walking up by a bus stop with a fucking like 24 ounce of Bud Ice. And like a paper bag, but I can tell. And I used to love drinking Bud Ice. And I was thinking, oh my God, it's a nice hot summer day. It'd be so nice to fucking drink some, right?
Yeah.
But really but it's been a while.
And then it went away, like, and then it hit you, and then it just goes away.
Yeah, it was for a second. It wasn't for that long. I mean, again, I was just in such a nightmarish, fucking depressing hellhole. It wasn't. It really wasn't too difficult. Just because I got to the end of my rope, it was literally about to be the end of me.
Damn.
My limbs were randomly going numb. I probably knocked something loose in my heart or something, I'm sure. But yeah, I'd just be sitting down and my arm would randomly go numb. Like I was. Because I'd be up all night drinking and do a blow, and then I'd eat like a couple Dave's doubles.
Of course.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because I'd be starving.
Yeah.
But I'd just be eating bullshit.
Yeah.
And not all the time. And there were nice times during all of this time. I enjoy the memories looking back. I really do. It's interesting stories. I need to work on figuring stuff out that for my comedy stuff. You know what I mean? Because I've never really
delved into
told any kind of story, but there's a lot of stuff there, and I could probably slowly. So that's something I need to work on because there's all kinds of just weird situations like that.
I would love to hear those from you, like hear more, because
I never talk about any of that.
Because I love your stand up. You're one of my. I love watching you. So it would be cool to watch. Yeah, you do that. Be like,
because I never have.
Exactly.
Yeah, I feel like I wouldn't describe you as like your style of comedy as personal.
No.
It's
not at all.
It's jokes. It's jokes, but it's not like, it's not stories from your life, which is a very interesting life.
Right, it's not at all. But it has to evolve. I have to keep on working at it.
We talked about this in the car on the way here, is that you talk about finding a way for your comedy to evolve. And that's like a very, I think, very good way.
That would be an avenue to do it, right?
Yeah.
At least that avenue is there theoretically to take. At least that is something that is a pathway. Yeah. You know what I mean?
And
I just got to work on it. I can't be cowardly.
Yeah, because everyone's curious.
To work on it.
Because everyone would be very curious, especially your fan base, because I'm a fan. So I want to be like, oh, I'd love to hear William talk about you know what I mean? Some crazy story or this, that, and the third that happened to him in his life.
Right.
Yeah,
it is like the artist part of that you have to deal with is like when something, because it's obviously if new stuff, it's gonna bomb. But when it's personal and bombs, it hurts a little. It hurts it a little differently than a regular joke that doesn't bomb.
And there's probably a reason I haven't done it, because I can be very cowardly about stuff in my life and write. Like now I can tell the jokes and be getting all into it and yelling and people are laughing and I'm having a good time. But it's like, I have my notebook. That's like a security blanket. It's I don't think it's true. Whatever with the notebook.
Everyone has
but
their
like
and stuff like that.
I don't know. I could be very cowardly. So
but don't feel bad.
My
My whole act is all personal, and I feel that way about doing jokes.
Yeah,
Like,
right. Everybody's different.
I can go on stage talk about how I like training porn for 30 minutes and feel no shame and absolutely feel zero shame. But then to like go up sometimes and like just have this like little joke that I wrote about nothing, I lock up. So like I feel more nervous about it. So it goes both ways, I think.
Yeah.
I think there's always something cowardly, like, or that you feel that your game is lacking, that you feel coward. Like I feel cowardly about not trying crowd work enough.
Yeah, you talk about that sometimes.
Yeah, where it's like, man, I should have, like, I'll have a moment, I can see it and I can feel it. Like, if I dive in here, there could be something here, and I probably should learn how to do this. And I'll just be like, but I know this joke works.
For sure.
And more often than not, I'll choose the joke over diving in. And afterwards, I always feel like a coward.
And I've seen you so much, I've seen him do where he's getting off stage, and I've been like, oh, bro, and you'll know it. You'll know before I even say it. You'll be like, I should have dived in right there, and I didn't.
Well, it'll be so much fun when you start doing it.
Right.
And again, at least you have that avenue. You know, you can take that avenue in your head. At least it's not some dead end. Like in my head, at least there's other little avenues I can explore.
Right.
And you will explore it, and you'll have a great time. Right. The crowd work can totally, I mess around with it. It can totally help you extend some sets in a good way.
In a good way.
You know what I mean?
Where
In
you're
a
actually having
positive
fun.
thing.
You're on stage like, oh, wow, I'm not even doing my material, and I'm having so much fun right now.
And
Right.
people like it, and it's fun. You'll do it. You just got to try.
You just gotta do it,
You
yeah.
just got to start trying.
Riding the moment. That's what people like. You know, you ride the wave of the moment, and you can find like a true moment for you and the audience in the middle, in the moment, like, oh, this audience and me connected in a special way because we were in the room together. And B, it's also like you might find the next big joke.
Yes.
Yeah, it opens up
Yeah,
stuff.
it opens up so much.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, I remember in Louisville, one of the shows, I was feeling extra loose. And I start talking to this woman, and I'm like, oh my gosh, how long have you been pregnant? And she looks at me so weird, and she says,
no.
oh, I'm not pregnant.
Oh no.
But then it was so much fun to be able, it's fun to find the things and then be able to revisit them later. Because I was like, bitch, I wouldn't even try to roast your fucking ass. I really thought, you know what I mean? So if you do kind of early on, yeah, just find little things that you can revisit. Then it starts opening up these different things you can just be doing and revisiting. And it seems like people like it. Obviously, callback. And then what people thought, like,
a benefit of headlining too. Like that's why I'm so happy for you, because when you get to headline, you get to find that. You get to be like, there's.
I'm trying. Thank God it's been fun. Thank God I've had a lot of fun doing it.
Yeah, so you've been headlining for what, like a little under a year now, like consistently?
Yeah, since October. So
Since October, so almost a year.
Yes,
Almost
we're
a
in
year.
September.
Yeah. So for let's say a year, what has been like the biggest revelation to you that you're like, oh, I needed to start headlining to really know this about stand-up?
Well, I don't know. I mean, one of the things, like you were talking about crowd work stuff, when I was doing all of my feature stuff, specifically for 3 years, I wasn't doing a lot of crowd work. So that was something, I mean, that's an example of just something to work on, and that's been fun, but a revelation that I need stuff because I'm doing a bunch of generally shorter jokes. So I have to find little through lines, and I've been able to do that with crowd work. So that's been kind of a revelation because it's just something I had never done. You know what I mean?
Right.
So I was generally not doing that just because you don't. I would say generally when you're featuring, you're probably generally in a perfect world not doing a bunch of crowd work. So I get it, obviously.
Right.
So it was fun. It's been fun. That's been fun messing with that. So
Nice.
that's been something. I don't know.
That's
and
so
then-
amazing, bro.
So you found a way to sort of connect these, because a lot of your bits they jump topic to topic. At
Yes.
least, yeah, especially in the 15-minute sets that I've seen you do.
Yes.
Yeah, obviously you're jumping on topic from topic there. So you found a way to sort of connect these sort of these
Yeah, for sure.
previously unconnected bits.
In very stupid ways. It's all very unsophisticated. None of it's very sophisticated at all. But it's been fun.
Yeah.
And people are generally laughing.
Well, you know,
Thank God.
people.
Thank God. Or it'd be a totally different story. I don't know. Just for me, I don't know.
You say unsophisticated, but it's like if it's funny, it's smart.
Yeah, always.
Even if it's quote unquote dumb or unsophisticated, if it makes people laugh, it's smart.
It's every
I
time.
agree. I totally
Because
agree.
you're tapping into something. Like
Yeah,
something
yeah,
that's
yeah.
like you can't touch. And that's, that's what's so amazing. But man, it's so cool that because it's just to see the whole journey. Just to see you from the Comedy Store, walking around the patio, hammered. You know what I mean?
know.
To
Yeah.
fucking headlining, dude. It's been cool to watch.
Yeah, it scared
Yeah.
me the first time ever walking into the Comedy Store. I was so used to bringing my backpack filled with beer, and I had like a 12-pack PBR in my backpack just the first time I ever stepped foot in the Comedy Store. And what's his name? I always liked him, the guy with the ponytail.
Guam Felix?
Yeah, his ass. I like him a lot. I'm bad with names. But basically, I walk in there, and I had a 12-pack of PBR, and he's like, oh, let me look in your backpack. And I just acted like I got a phone call, and I left and hit him in a bush. But I think, oh, my gosh, what a nightmare that would have been if, like, right off the bat, before I ever stepped foot in that motherfucker, I was banned from going in, from having all the alcohol in my backpack. I don't know.
No,
it scared me.
Brother, I've done that. I've literally got beer and hit it in that the bush right over there. Like
there's a bush when you take close by on a side street right there.
And I would go drink one and then I'd come back. I've done that, dude.
Yeah, the beers were too expensive. $12 for
I couldn't afford that.
PBR.
You're an open micer.
Well, I'm coming up from San Diego to see you.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right. Damn. Yeah, we've come a long way since hiding beer. That's so wild. That's such a wild, because I know how scary the store is the first time you walk in there. So to do that and to know you're actively breaking a rule that could fuck you up. Like if they find you, they just know you as the guy who tried to bring beer in. Yeah, and that's hard to shake.
It's hard to get those names off.
Yeah. So I can't imagine how much your heart was beating in that moment.
Would have scared. Yeah, it scared me. It was okay though, I guess.
Were you doing were you drinking and doing coke and all this stuff while you were at MUS in high school?
No, probably started drinking in I don't know, maybe 10th grade. 10th or 11th grade started drinking. Like on the weekends, I would say on like a Friday. Probably a lot of Fridays and maybe Saturdays too some. Maybe 10th grade. Damn. I forget. I wish if I really thought about it, I could probably pinpoint it. It was like a New Year's Eve. I mixed some fucking vodka and orange juice with my buddy Christopher. We drank it, just walked around the neighborhood, and I was drunk. Just it was kind of fun.
Another MUS kid, another mussy, as we would say.
Yeah. Shout out to Christopher Williamson. Yeah, my old buddy. But yeah, that was maybe the first time. Maybe 10th or 11th grade. But yeah, totally cruising around, smoking weed.
Damn.
Drinking beer, taking Xanax some. I remember taking Xanax some.
Really?
Yeah, my mom, she always said there were times, especially when it was seeming like I was just totally off the deep end, she would say she regretted sending us to MUS just because it was like, I don't know, I feel like in situations like that, some of the people with more privilege or what have you, it could be more party type of people.
Yes, that's what I was about to say that because me and William went to literally rival high schools
at the same time.
So hilarious.
Yeah, at Chris Brothers High School.
When did you graduate again?
2009.
Okay, I was 06. Yeah, so I was a little.
He was a little. So my freshman year was his senior year.
Okay. So almost at the same time.
But if I'd have went to MUS, if he went to CBHS, we would have been in the same school.
Yeah.
But I know exactly what you mean. Because that
right, Christian Brothers, but y'all got drug tested, so maybe a little.
Wait, you guys didn't get drug tested?
Hell no. People were not getting drug tested. Yeah,
you guys got drug tested.
Yeah, my high school we got drug tested.
I remember always hearing that because y'all couldn't smoke weed. Because I had Christian Brothers buddies, and I always had buddies because my cousin went to school there. He was in the grade above me, so I was always hanging out with Christian Brothers people. At times, I was hanging out with Christian Brothers people. Then when I went to Tennessee, it was a bunch of Christian Brothers people in the frat I was in. But yeah, I'm high. I forgot what I was even talking about.
Wait, they at Christian Brothers, at Christian Brothers, they did your hair. Like
y'all got
not
hair
even
tested.
not pee, bro. They did hair. So if you did drugs within 3 months, they had your ass, and you get kicked out.
But I remember
no warning. You're out. It's over.
At the beginning of summertime, that would be my time I could smoke with my Christian Brothers buddies. I think it was always like at the beginning of summer because then they could end up passing the drug tests later on.
How often?
Legit random. You don't know.
But how many times per year would you say you got drug tested?
Some none.
Really?
It was random, bro. I think my whole time there, I got drug tested 3 times. Like once was like twice in a year, and then one time was just it's like maybe twice in a year my sophomore year, and then maybe once my senior year or junior year type shit.
Damn.
So you didn't know. You did not know. You didn't know if you weren't gonna get drug tested all year, or some kids got drug tested like 6 times.
Yeah.
It was, and not like the kids who were bad or good or they thought
just
were doing drugs.
Truly random.
It was random, bro. So that's what made it really scary. Is that everyone was like, I have no idea.
Yeah, at MUS, it was. Yeah, I think the first time I ever took Xanax again, maybe in the 10th grade, I was at my buddy Bennett Mallory's house, who lived over by Galloway Golf Course. That area.
Yeah.
And I ate a Xanax and drank beer. Who knows how much beer? I was always drinking heavily whenever I would take a Xanax bar, and it would just black your ass out. And I remember the first time I ever took it, I ended up the next day on Bennett Mallory's on his fucking like kitchen floor with like his mom walking around making breakfast. Or I was in the next room over, but it was like all open. Just woke up on the middle of the floor, and I remember my dad was so mad at me be like, how many beers did you drink to get to the point where you can't remember what you did last night? Because apparently I left with somebody and I don't remember what I did. I could have killed somebody or something. That was the scary part about Xanax. You could have killed somebody and you would have no memory of it. I remember one time at Tennessee, towards the end of it, at like some rush party my senior year, eating a Xanax and drinking a bunch of beer. And I remember just even being at the bar, just falling over, not tripping, just falling over. That's how fucked up I was. And I was driving back to like the frat house from like downtown Knoxville, and I had people in my car. And at one point, I fucking look back to like scare the people who were in the back seat. I guess just trying to be funny. And when I look back, I did the fucking steering wheel over, and my side mirror gets knocked off by a telephone pole. That's how close I was to slamming headfirst into a telephone pole. Like, there were a couple times in my life where, like, things I think would have ended up, generally speaking, just differently.
Wow.
Just differently.
Wow.
That would have been one of them. It was bad. I was going fast. Like, I was that close. There were, like, a couple times in Memphis one night, I was all fucked up going to my buddy Harmon's house after the High Point Pub. I used to go to a place called the High Point Pub. And going over there, and I was with my cousin, and again, I was all fucked up, and I was trying to scare his ass, so I was driving on the wrong side of the street, just in those neighborhoods right there. And there's a tiny little hill, and at the very end, I pull back over into the right lane and slow way down. There's a cop right there. Just a couple of times where it would have thrown a wrench into things.
Your whole life.
I don't know.
Damn.
The Xanax one was the worst. I mean, that would have been bad. Sure, people didn't have seatbelts on. Like, it
Yeah, the bunch of valves in the car.
would have been like this bitch. Now we're in the seatbelt, just knowing the driver's high on Xanax, just really wanting to put. But yeah,
No, being around those Richies. I mean, we were around some, because I mean, I know the school you went to in Christian. We were around some rich kids.
yes,
And
it seemed
man,
like they're totally
They were wild, man. Because that was the first time I saw. Because I was coming from a public school, Colonial Middle School, which was just all black school, just regular public school, and like. Some kids smoked weed, but that was really it. Nobody was like doing anything else other than like maybe fucking girls, things like that. And then I got to Christian Brothers and it was like, whoa, people are putting Xanax in Gatorade. Like, what the fuck is happening? You know what I mean? I remember one time I was at a basketball game and we're in the student section just having a good time. And a girl, I forgot, I think her name was Trish. She fucking had a big Gatorade, like a blue one. And I was like, oh my God. I was like, yo, can I have a sip of that? She was like, of course. Cash. She was like, of course. Hand it to me. Bro, it was just blue vodka. It was not, there was no, and I was like, it was my first time ever having a drink ever. I had never drunk before.
Right.
So I was like, what the fuck? And she was like, oh, I thought you were.
That's funny.
You know, and it was
Yikes.
like, just those kind of kids where it's like, bro, you're dead. It was a huge one.
Yeah,
It's like
yeah.
she's just, and this is a girl who's like a sophomore in high school. She's tiny.
Just at the
downing
game
it.
at the high school.
Just downing vodka in a Gatorade bottle.
Crazy.
Crazy, dog. Like when you're around those kind of kids.
Right.
You were around rich kids too, right?
Yeah.
Are Asian
Yeah.
kids a little different?
Yeah, I mean, not that. I mean, there's definitely kids partying, and I was very nerdy, and I was very not into that, so I don't really know what exactly maybe we were going on. But like, you know, I was in the Bay Area. This was a prime weed place. It was just everyone was getting a lot of stoners straight up. Hard drugs, like I didn't know a lot of kids that did. Like I didn't have my first interactions with coke until college.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean there was just weed everywhere, and everyone I knew smoked and drank. But like, as far as like pills,
Coke and shit like that. Yeah.
not that I was aware of. I'm sure it was there.
Because it's rich kids. Yeah,
It's rich kids, but it's like it's also like it's a little different too. A lot. It's mostly like kids of immigrants, too. So it's like it's like I don't know. You don't grow up with that being as more normal.
I met your cousin, dude.
Yeah,
I met him, dude.
Yeah. But even then, there's you know, just because I know my mom listens. But even then,
She's an old cousin.
yeah. Even then, that's like he's the only one like that. And then I don't even know if there's like pills like that involved. Do you feel what I'm saying?
Yeah. But just a wild boy is what I'm thinking. I'm
No,
thinking
not
of
that
a
they're not
boy.
wild people, but like it wasn't a part of my but I, you know, very nerdy, very shut in, very kept in myself. Not shut in, but very kept in myself and my group of friends. So
Okay, because I was with like football players, so it's like a lot of those guys were just wild boys.
Right,
You know what I mean?
right.
Damn. Okay.
Yeah, I only ever saw coke for the first time, I think, my senior year, and I didn't do it or anything, and it kind of scared me, but a buddy had it one time in front of Spin Street Music. Do you remember that? It used to be Blockbuster Music and Turtles Music over by the University of Memphis.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. Yeah, Spin Street. Okay, I was like, I think he's talking about by University.
I think I was in
campus.
that parking lot. Yeah, the first time I ever saw cocaine. My buddy had it, and it scared me.
Yeah.
I don't think I didn't tell him to like get out of the car, but I remember thinking it like scared me that he had it.
This is extreme.
But that was, the first time I ever saw it was senior year. First time I ever did cocaine, I think it was junior year of college. With my best friend of college, Swoo, rest in peace, Swoo, Josh Sanders Woolley, was my best friend. It's so sad. The two people who were, right when I started doing comedy in Knoxville, Tennessee, the two people that were would go out with me and were just funny guys. Two of my best friends in college are both dead. It's so sad.
Damn.
I know. Swoo ended up dying of a drug overdose, and Mac Burgess, who's a great guy from Atlanta, died in a car crash. But yeah, kind of sad that the two influential people for my comedy shit in college are both dead.
Whoa.
Just kind of unfortunate because I swear they would be two of the first people I'd be calling about just general stuff.
Right. What's
Comedy
going on in my
stuff.
life?
You know what I mean?
100% know
Yeah.
what you mean.
Yeah, it's
Damn.
always nice to have that one person outside of it that you call and be like,
Yeah.
"This what's happening." Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, the first time I ever did it was in his old white Mercedes in front of the Pike House at Tennessee up in Knoxville. Just thinking, what is this stuff? And hearing the band Animal Collective for the first time, which I still love them, but hearing them and like going into the frat house and people were in the kitchen area and just talking their heads off and loving it. I loved it. I wasn't seeking it out after the first time or anything, and I really didn't do it that much in college, but ooh. I had it was fun.
Yeah, and it was not as dangerous.
I know, even now, it's kind of sad. I think about it now. It's kind of sad. You can't even go to like a old buddy's wedding and maybe you just don't have a drinking problem and y'all want to do a little coke or something. It's not a problem for anybody.
It's just like, oh, let's do it.
That
This
seems
is a moment.
kind of sad that you can't really do that anymore with all the fentanyl. That's like unfortunate. Like I feel for people, even though it almost wrecked my life. I think people should be allowed to do. You know what I'm seriously? I don't give a shit. It almost got me though, so be careful. But it's like, if you don't have a problem with it though, every now and again, it's probably fun.
Also, the way you
know
said it,
what
too, like
I
at a
mean?
buddy's
Yeah, no,
wedding,
this-
everyone's doing it. One of those moments. It sucks that that's
a risk. That's
Yeah.
a risk in a way that 5 years ago, pre-pandemic, it wasn't really
the
a
risk was getting
Not at all.
addicted.
The
The
risk-
risk used to be like, oh man, I don't want to get addicted to this. But now the risk is like, I don't want to die.
Yeah, just off one use.
Yeah.
Yeah, which is insane.
I can't imagine. Yeah, that seems so scary.
Yeah, I mean, I have noticed when I first moved here, Austin was a huge like coke city, and like the scene was a huge coke scene, like the comedy scene. I would
Yeah,
say
it was.
That's what my impression
Yeah.
from a week or two, and then it stopped. But that was my impression immediately.
It was, but it's definitely slowed down a little bit as to at least, or maybe I'm not around it as much anymore because I'm not around like just the straight up debauchery of open mics.
Yeah.
But as soon as like the fentanyl started coming in, you could slowly feel it become less and less of it. It became
Interesting.
Like when I first got here, people were just doing it out in the open.
Yeah.
Like in a way that they did, like weed. It was becoming like weed, where you could just be in a circle and someone would pull out a key, and now you never see that.
Well, that's probably for the best.
Yeah.
Yeah, motherfuckers don't want to die.
Interesting.
You don't want to die? Yeah, it's crazy.
You don't want to die in the back patio of creek.
Yeah.
It's just not
Yeah.
the place
I
to
know.
go. You know what I mean? It's just not where you want to die.
Yeah.
Val's a drug addict. We try to deal with it, but she has a real problem.
I like a good time.
Is that why you can't do the stimulants? Is he worried that you would have an addictive personality with the stimulants?
I've had drug professionals tell me that I'm very responsible with my drug use.
Cool.
So that's where we're
You
at.
talking about like Jordan Peterson? Like, what's a drug professional?
Like a drug therapist.
Oh.
Like I got caught, so I had to go to,
I
Parents
thought you were talking about like a buddy at a music festival.
That's what I
or
thought too. I was like, this is a guy who's good at it.
Yeah, a guy with a lot of rings. What do you mean?
Yeah.
yeah. Wait, so you got caught?
Yeah, this was in college. I got caught on campus.
With what?
With weed.
Oh,
Oh.
Yeah.
And so they made you.
So they charged it as a possession of paraphernalia.
Mm-hmm.
And because it was on campus.
that's my cousin's name. Paraphernalia.
And I'd like to think that this is
I know
all
you had a black
like,
cousin. Sorry, go ahead.
And so, yeah, the school makes you do like community service. And then on top of that, you have to do like a drug rehabilitation program to make sure that you're educated and that you don't have a problem, which I think it's great. I think that it was awesome. But the
Seems
therapist,
like a lot for weed.
But so the professional was just kind of like, I told her I was straight up with everything that I had been doing at that point. She
said you didn't have a problem, so you could keep doing it.
Yeah, she was like, you just keep being responsible, which it seems like you are, and it won't be a problem. And
yeah, that's a better thing than saying no drugs, because that's not realistic.
Yeah, it's not possible.
Yeah.
Like, I know I'm going to smoke weed again. Like, it's not like it's going to happen, bro.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But it would be nice to control it. And I feel like I have to do it every day. I think that's the whole battle.
Yeah, so you could take it a little break.
People need to ask more questions. Like, I do rave a lot, and people will offer like a joint, right? They'll like light a joint and they'll be like, oh, you're good vibes, like smoke this. And I'll look at them and I'll be like, is this just weed? And I've only ever had one person get offended. Like, why would you ask me that? Like, why would I do that to people? And I'm like,
well, how can you trust that they're telling you the truth?
You just, it's
because they
the
have
vibe.
good vibes.
Yeah, it's just like, you know.
Yeah, I hear what you're saying.
Val's crazy, dude. Val's fucking crazy.
Yeah, Val's a wild child.
But also for me, like, I've been off of nicotine for over a year now. So I'm very sensitive. I know that if I were to like smoke a cigarette or hit a vape or something, I'm gonna throw up just because I've been off of it for so long. And so if I'm at a rave and someone offers me a joint that has tobacco in it, I'm gonna have a bad time simply because I didn't ask what was in this.
A spliffy.
Spliff from the Big Island.
His cousin is black, dude.
In terms of powders in Austin, I think ketamine is taking over as like a powder that's
Everyone's
around.
on ketamine right
Yeah.
now.
Is that fun though? Doesn't that just like chill you out, and then you could have the risk of getting in a K-hole?
Yeah, it makes you a cat, right? I'm pretty sure it makes you like cat, do cat stuff.
There's a lot of people. There's a lot of people who do like ketamine therapy now. Like there's places where you go.
Like it's on some mushroom shit.
Yeah,
like
but it's like there's like
microdose?
therapists and stuff. One of the servers at the mothership is training to be a ketamine therapist.
Oh, weird.
Right?
Just a drug addict.
Yeah,
Have y'all ever done it before?
drug dealer.
I've never done ketamine.
I did ketamine once. It was the only time I've taken something up my nose, and I was like, I'm good on this.
Ooh.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
How'd
yeah,
you
yeah.
feel?
Boy.
I didn't like it. It was just felt risky. I don't know why. Well, this is when fentanyl just started coming out as well. Like, so this was a huge thing. It was a huge thing, and then put this thing up your nose. It's just ketamine. It's like, I did it, and I was like, I didn't like it. But ketamine therapy apparently is like IV.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, the
That's
one
even
time
more
I
intense.
did it, I snorted a little bit of it.
Yeah. And
How'd you feel?
Well, it was very interesting. I wouldn't say the first person I was with, but somebody in the tiny little hotel room. Did you ever see the movie Get Out?
Of course.
Yeah.
Remember the guy, the real jacked dude, the like yard worker
And he's-
guy
this
who's
guy,
fucking
the running guy.
He
Right.
was in the room with me, which is hilarious. I swear, yeah, that dude was in there with like his girlfriend
Is that mothership?
in San Diego.
San
No.
Diego. Damn.
Yeah.
You know what's crazy? That guy and his girlfriend were in the mothership green room one day.
You told me that.
Yeah.
Really? And oh my gosh, his name.
With-
gosh, he's so nice to me.
With Duncan, who also loves ketamine.
Yeah. Maybe edit that out. We need to edit his name. What's his name? I can't think of his. I feel horrible.
Yeah.
He's so nice. Every now and again, we'll communicate. We have one another's numbers. He seems so nice.
Yeah, he did. He was really chill.
Legendary scene, legendary meme now. But
Yeah, one of the
absolute legendary scene.
scariest scenes.
One of the scariest scenes, yeah. Where he's
know.
running right at the camera. That's fucking incredible.
Right.
Also,
I
he
know.
killed in that movie. Great actor. See, we complimented him without the name.
Yeah, and we'll have to. Yeah.
Val, when we post this episode, just put his name up. Just please pop his name up.
Yeah, giant fan. It's just been a while. Yeah.
Yeah, we still love you, dude.
Yes. we
Come back to
love
the
you.
mothership. We'll fucking do ketamine and kiss you. We'll all be little kitty cats. Should we start the pod?
Let's start the pod.
All right. Well, that was not the podcast. Now we're going to start with now we start the podcast.
Cool.
Welcome to the Solid Show. We love having you. You're one of my boys from the M-Town.
Yeah,
Memphis,
oh my
Tennessee.
gosh. It's been so fun. I know, and that's such a funny
Such a crazy
connection.
coincidence.
Crazy
And even with your
coincidence.
ass, Ehsan, it's now been what?
10, almost
5 or 6 years? Or
longer
how
than
long
that.
has it been?
When
Because it
did-
would have been in LA.
When'd you get to LA?
2018.
Okay, so it's been 6 years. Because I feel like
Yeah.
I met you at the back door. This is before you got pulled up. I remember meeting you at the back door being like, this guy is interesting because you had high energy, high.
That's probably a nice way to put it for a dumbass.
Yeah.
That's probably a very sweet way to say that.
Yeah, but you were just very high energy, and I just remember. And then you went on Kill Tony and you murdered.
Mm-hmm.
I remember that your first time, but you didn't. I don't think you got made a regular your first time.
No, it was some times after.
Yeah. But I remember the first time you got called up on Kill Tony because I was working.
Yeah, I put on my neck brace. I feel like it was like I was putting my Superman's cape on because I've been wearing a neck brace in Denver, Colorado, where I've been living for the past 3 years, and strapped that motherfucker on, and it felt like I was Clark Kent changing into Superman. I was ready.
That.
Yeah, the people that sign up for that show who like aren't ready at all, it's like, I don't even get it.
Yeah.
I don't even understand it. It, I guess, makes for a funny show because Tony's so great at going after people. But it's like, what are these people thinking?
Yeah.
I think about this all the time, especially now. It's like, so this is the biggest show in the world, and you're gonna go up in
I know
front
the stakes are higher than they've ever been.
Everybody.
You know what I mean?
The guest is Post Malone or some shit. It's
just
like,
no plan, no anything, and you're just up there. This is my first time ever in front of people, and you're like, whoa.
And it's like,
this
is
is my
that-
first time ever having a conversation, and you're like, really? You chose Kill Tony?
And it's like you almost want to give him a little bit of love because maybe it takes some bravery, but then it's like, but is it some sort of insane fantasy world where they're thinking it's probably more of that?
It's way more than insane
probably
fantasy
world stuff.
To never have, not even say you haven't done it yet, but just to haven't, I didn't think this through at all.
Right.
Is crazy to me.
Because they see the
Yes.
idea of being a star.
They see you. They see Cam. They see Ari Mack. That's what they see. Casey Rocket.
They don't see the work and all that stuff behind the scene to even convert on that opportunity.
Yes.
Oh my gosh! Obviously.
Yes. They just. I'm sure.
1,000%.
I'm sure there are people out there that watch Kill Tony religiously that think that, oh, William was just some guy who
For sure.
just got up on stage and then you start doing comedy on Kill Tony, and then he was like, oh, he's famous now.
Yeah.
Yeah, right. And I don't even look at it myself that way, but I think it can be, again, it's been so wonderful being on the show. And I also think it can create a bunch of weird fans, a bunch of really beautiful, nice people. But I think it can create a bunch of weird people because they're not only coming from it of a place of just hating on something kind of, but also that in the back of their minds, they think, oh my gosh, I could be doing this. So I think it only exacerbates the vitriol that can come from certain people because they genuinely believe and think, oh my gosh, if only I could get up there, whatever it would be
my
when
life.
Obviously there's 0%. I'm not going to say that. That's me being kind of mean.
Right.
But it's such a low chance of success in any form.
Yeah.
And not saying that in a bad way.
No,
but you
it's
know
not.
what
That's
I
the
mean?
truth.
It's
Yeah,
like,
it's the truth.
0% is the number.
Yeah.
That's the number.
Gosh.
It's 0% chance if you think you don't do this, you're just gonna go up there,
Right.
and become, it's
and that
insane.
I think that can really attract some
Hatred.
strange
Right.
people as well. Just very out of the ordinary, strange types of people.
Right.
Yeah.
Like even Cam, who is, I would describe as more of the straight up phenomenon type of just like, wow, you've only been doing it for this amount of time and this is what you can do already.
Yeah.
He was
for
still
sure.
doing comedy daily for like a couple years before that. So it's like to think that you're just gonna get up and it's just gonna happen is like, that's the level of delusion that's like, whoa.
For sure, yeah.
Right.
yeah.
But like, you Kill Tony, you see the product and you don't see the process, which is everything. You see the product, not the process.
Yeah.
So it's like, but yeah, in general, like I remember going to the Madison Square Garden and people being like, this is my first time ever. And it's like, yo, why would you do that to yourself? Like the amount
can't
of
imagine.
stress that must be.
It's so stressful thinking about it.
I
can't imagine.
I signed up for the MSG shows. I've been doing comedy 11 years. The amount of stress I felt if I had maybe gotten called up.
for sure.
Crazy.
Yeah.
No, you've never done it before?
Yeah,
Yeah.
totally.
Yeah, bro. So yeah, all that to say, we love you, and we're so excited you're here.
Yes, we have a couple games
And
for
we
you.
have a couple games for you,
Val,
Montgomery.
Val,
Sounds
whose game
good.
is loaded first, mine or Derek's?
I think we should do mine first and yours second.
Okay.
Awesome. So we brought up Cameo earlier,
Yep.
which is how my boy is killing it. So our first game for you is Cameo. Can you grab that whiteboard, William? That is for you. You will be going against Ehsan in this game.
Okay.
And the game is, I have this morning went through all of Hollywood.
Okay.
All of it, the whole cinematic university of Hollywood. And I picked out some of the most famous cameos in movie history. The game is for you two to write down the name of the actor and the movie the cameo is in.
Okay.
You ready?
So do you get okay? Now look,
You get double points.
You get double. So you get 2 points if you get both. You get 1 point if you get one. So
Exactly.
Actor movie.
actor
Yes,
movie.
Val, can you keep score?
And then after we're done, make sure we show the cameras.
You got
Okay.
to show the camera. Val, you ready?
Yep.
Let's play Cameo, guys. Our first one.
Is that who that is? I could be wrong.
This is exhilarating. Just watching William go through the Rolodex of people.
Is that who that is? I don't even know who that is, if I'm being honest. I completely could get this wrong.
Take your time, William. Let us know when you're ready.
Okay, one more second.
Val, I like the Toy Story background on this.
Also, yeah, great job, Val. Don't know
Yeah.
why you picked it. Has nothing to do with anything. I love it. It has nothing to do with anything in this game, and I love it so much.
This is not right. I'm gonna looks very stupid.
You saying this looks stupid or how you look stupid?
No, I'm gonna look stupid.
Oh, good. That's the point of the game.
Yeah.
Boys,
Okay.
let's show these answers.
Yeah.
William wrote down, what'd you write down, buddy? David Bowie Zoolander. He got
I
it.
would Blades of Glory.
How did you play the glory? It was
I-
Owen Wilson and
I
Ben
know.
Stiller.
I forgot. I forgot. I forgot that was not Blades of Glory, but I got one.
You did get one.
Yeah.
you
I was
keep
having a
score?
real hell of a time with David Bowie.
I saw you struggling. I was like, wow, he's not getting to this. Because you got David Bowie immediately, and I saw you write Blades of Glory, and I was like, this fucking idiot.
Yeah.
And then I saw him write Zoolander, and then he was struggling with the other thing.
Yeah, I don't remember movies that well. Even though we go through them, I just don't remember movies.
Exactly. That's why I was like, what?
Yeah.
All right.
All right.
Williams up one. Our
Okay.
next one, Val. Watching William just say it. And also, you have to get the title of the movie correct. It cannot just be a almost correction. You know, Val, when I sent you these, did you get them all? Like as I was sending them, were you like getting some of them or no? Did you not get any of them?
Val didn't get any of them. Damn. Maybe
Val,
just
what?
To be
stop doing
honest-
drugs and enjoy a movie every once in a while, huh?
Because they're all from different eras. It's not like they're old movies. They're not all old movies. Some of these just came out.
It's like, yeah, maybe
You ready with it?
maybe stay at home one night, you know?
Yeah, right.
William can't write the N word. As funny as it is, you cannot write it because we can't show it.
Your cousin paraphernalia wouldn't be happy about that.
I can't believe you didn't get one, Val?
I honestly was not paying attention.
Okay.
So it
Okay.
was more of just that. It was
Okay,
like,
so
I just-
out of the first two, have you
Could you? I
recognize
should have
them?
had you play this as well. I should have seen.
the
how you
first
did.
one, no. This one, yes.
Okay.
You ready, William?
Yep.
Let's see those answers, boys.
All right.
William wrote down little people. Didn't write down the actor.
Matt Damon.
Matt Damon.
Thor
We'll
3
give him Matt Damon.
Ragnarok. Well done.
I'll give him Matt Damon.
I was thinking Matt Damon, the movie where they shrink them. But I knew he didn't have that hair, though.
but also, it's a cameo.
With Kristen Wiig.
He's the lead in that.
Oh.
Tied at 3. I'll give him Matt Damon.
Were you going to give Matt Damon?
Matt
Okay, that's fair.
Damon.
I'll give him Matt Damon. He's
giving
the
our boy
guest.
Matt
I know
Damon.
he knew Matt Damon.
Our next one.
What the fuck is
This
that?
is hard.
even?
Val, can you zoom in on it?
I have no idea.
Oh, it's so funny. You don't have any idea. Ehsan, it's so funny. You have no idea.
Oh, because it's like I'm gonna be like, damn, I love this movie.
You got to give us something, buddy. William's already going. You gotta go.
Probably totally wrong.
I don't even know. I'm just gonna say a random movie.
You got to play a person, too.
I'm not gonna. I can't even.
Let's
And
see.
I'm even assuming who we're talking about here. I think I know who we're even
Let's
talking
see those
about.
answers,
Hold on,
boys.
hold on.
Wait.
Is that who that is? I could be wrong.
All right, let's see those answers, boys.
I went Lady Gaga.
Lady Gaga, pitch perfect.
I
Wait,
went Euro Trip.
It was correct answer, Val. Sopranos. It's your show.
Oh man, I didn't know Lady Gaga was in the Sopranos. I'm glad I picked out Lady Gaga out of nowhere.
That was out of nowhere.
That was out of
nowhere. Was it her
good.
big nose?
Yeah. What's the nose? It was the nose.
That nose is got a snoz on it.
Yeah. That Lady Gaga came last second.
You both got a point.
We both got a point. We're both tied at 4.
Both tied at 4. God,
well,
I
you're
love when it
sweet
gets
to give me
competitive.
Matt Damon because I did not pick Matt Damon.
Oh, you
though.
didn't pick Matt Damon up?
He didn't.
Hell no.
No, then I'm not giving you Matt Damon.
Yeah, don't give me Matt Damon.
I want him to
didn't.
win.
I thought you said I
Off
just
merit.
forgot to write Matt Damon.
No,
you just didn't know Matt Damon.
I was
okay.
just being very stupid.
Okay.
I couldn't think of the name.
Okay. So I'm not
good.
getting Matt Damon. I'm in the lead now.
Our next one.
Oh.
I love the excitement. I love the exhilaration.
I actually know
This
this.
was a
I actually know
phenomenal film.
both of them.
This movie was a phenomenal film. Great cameo right here too. This is one of the top cameos I think ever in a movie.
Yeah, if it's the right one, I'm thinking one of the funniest movie deaths.
I'll give you that. It's one of the funniest movie deaths of all time.
Yeah.
One of the funniest. I mean, he's literally in it for like 3 minutes.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
Because when you think about it, again, if this is a movie I think about, you're like, why would you even do that as a prank?
So funny. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Let's show these
I
answers,
got one
boys.
part of it, I
Okay.
think.
Bill Murray.
Oh, Zombie.
Zombie.
Royalty
Zombieland.
Bombs is so funny.
Yeah, that's totally off. Wait, is he like a main character in Royalty?
Yeah, I
and
think
Bombs?
so.
Yes. Okay.
Yeah.
Zombieland though is a phenomenal film.
Yeah,
I
Zombieland's
should
a lot
watch
of
it.
fun.
I've never seen
It's
it.
a
Oh,
lot of fun.
it's actually a great movie. I put it up there as a great movie.
It was my first introduction to Eisenberg.
Really?
Like, this guy can act.
Wait, this was after Social Network.
Was this after Social Network?
Yeah.
I didn't see Social Network till later.
Okay.
Yeah.
I saw that for the first time like a couple months ago on July 4th. I swear. Yeah.
Did you like it?
Yeah, it was fun.
Yeah.
God, those people got kind of screwed.
There's nothing
Yeah,
more
dude.
American than screwing someone over in business.
Yeah.
Yeah.
man.
It's a very good July 4th movie.
I agree with
It's
you.
a very good July 4th movie.
Our next one, Val.
Oh.
Might need to zoom in on his face too, just to help our boys out here.
I'm gonna adjust the shot a little bit too.
Are we fine though? Can they keep going? Okay.
Yeah, is that who that is? I don't know what movie this is.
This is a newer film. I'll give that hint as well. This is a newer film. Came out recently.
Came out recently.
Yes, in the past few years. Yes.
I don't know.
Also an Oscar-winning film. I'll give
Oscar-winning
another
film.
hint as well. And guys, remember, everyone we're showing you is a extremely famous person.
Yeah.
So also use that in your brain as well.
I'm just gonna pick a random. Trying to think of what film even won an. I'm so disconnected from the Oscars now. It's like, wow, who? I don't know. I'm just gonna say a
Yeah,
random
Will
ass
Smith
movie.
really slapped all of us, didn't he?
Yeah. He slapped the interest out of me. I'll tell you that. This is. I think,
Well,
the
it's
wrong
before
answer.
that though.
Yeah, I'd
It's
imagine.
before that incident.
Yeah. This is the wrong movie, but I might be.
Yeah,
I might get
this
the
is-
person.
This
right.
is. I'm embarrassed to do
Don't
this
you
one.
dare.
Yeah.
Don't you ever be embarrassed. Did you pick a name? You ready?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's show them, boys.
I went Bradley Cooper.
Mike Myers.
Oh shit.
And what'd you go?
Bradley Cooper Argo.
The correct answer, Val. Mike Myers in Bohemian Rhapsody.
Damn.
Our boy got that point.
Damn.
Mike Myers. Yeah, I was thinking.
I haven't. Damn. It's like damn. Mike Myers. I haven't
He has
seen
the
Mike Myers
same
in
name
forever.
as the Halloween guy. That's what I was
Yes.
thinking because I just haven't thought about him in a little
You know,
while.
he hasn't been leading. He hasn't been a leading man in anything. He's done cameos.
Yeah. He hasn't been a
Yeah.
leading man in a long time. I could like the Love Guru feels like the last leading man movie he
leading
did.
role movie.
Yeah.
Actually was. Everything else has been a cameo. But he's been cameos in huge Oscar-winning movies.
Yeah, he was in Bohemian Rhapsody. I remember.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he was. One scene. Our next one, Val. Might need to zoom in on his face. Let's help our boys out. There he is.
Oh my god. Really?
really is so funny.
Is that who I think it is? Did a cameo? I don't even know.
Also, it's so funny to say because it's like is that who I think it is? He did a cameo. It's like, well, yeah, that's what that's what a whole cameo is to be like. That's who I think. That's crazy.
Yeah. That is the point. It's like, damn.
What movie can you is the first one that you think of that has like the most cameos.
Are you giving a hint right now, Val?
No, this is just.
That's crazy because that was a hint for this.
Oh, I don't know.
She gave a hint for this movie.
But I don't know a movie with a lot of
And I can't say it, Val, because it's this movie. So that's why I have the answer to your question, and it's this film.
I feel like recently the new
Nope.
Deadpool was
Okay.
that.
I was about to say, God damn it, Val, if you say the name of this movie,
No,
I
I don't
swear
know
to
what
God.
movie this is.
I swear to God.
But I think
we-
the new Deadpool is just like.
Are we both ready?
Yeah.
Wait,
well,
hold
I'm
on.
ready. I know the
Give our boy a
movie's
sec.
wrong.
Give our boy a sec.
I know the movie's wrong, but I think I got the person. Unless this is another person that looks exactly like that.
I think I thought it was okay.
Yeah.
You ready? Flip them, baby.
Yeah,
Show 'em.
this isn't even the name of the movie.
Channing
Channing Tatum, I
Tatum.
went Leo. It looked like
How
it
did
to
you,
me.
Leo?
Yeah.
Troy?
Troy. Yeah, I didn't know. I was just like,
Wait,
this
this
is
is
the
the
end.
end.
yeah, and
I'm
I
giving
was
it to him.
close.
He was close. You know what? I'm going to give it to
You're
him
gonna give it
because
to him?
he was right there. When he said end of the world, I knew what he was going for.
Yeah, I'll
This
give that
is
to him.
the end.
This is the end.
I'll give you 2.
Is
Damn,
he
you're up
ahead?
1. You're
He's
up
up
1.
one.
He's
You're
up
winning.
1. You're up 1, man.
I love to see the guest win. It doesn't always happen.
The guest usually wins.
Sometimes, I guess sometimes. But it
It
goes
always
back.
beats me.
Our next one, this is Val already went to it.
I don't even know.
This is a very famous one. I want to zoom in. Let's help him out. Let's zoom in.
I've gotten
all
the
way.
last few wrong, and I'm going to keep getting them wrong.
With that energy.
Thank you, Val. Fucking this guy.
Yeah. It's like, bro, I can't even.
It's a very famous one. Obviously from a different era, but very
Right.
famous. You've seen it, obviously. This one is one everyone's seen.
One of these movies I've seen.
Oh, yeah. Actually, maybe not, but I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, I bet you have.
Yeah, it's one of those.
Oh, the fact, because you know it immediately, huh?
I think.
Yeah, I got nothing. I can't even write anything down.
Come on, give us a guess.
Oh, fuck.
Don't you dare write down the N word. I swear to God.
No.
It's on.
This is wrong. I can't even think of a person.
Show those answers, guys.
Yeah, I just heard Lord
I
of the
can't
Rings.
think of her name.
Meryl Streep Hook. He got half of it right. It's Glenn Close.
Oh, Glenn Close.
Oh,
And
and Hook. Okay, I've never seen Hook.
You've never seen Hook?
I've never seen Hook.
Mel
No.
Streep. That's not even a name, is it?
Wait, was that one
You know
point?
what Hook's about, right?
Basic. It's Peter in the Peter Pan world.
Yeah, it's
It's
in the
what-
Peter
yeah,
Yeah,
Pan
it's Peter
universe.
Pan.
But
Yeah,
it is
it's the
Peter
Peter Pan cinematic universe.
But you know who's the lead, right?
No.
Robin Williams.
Oh.
Yeah, I almost put Robin Williams.
He's Peter Pan. You didn't even know Robin Williams was Peter Pan?
No.
No, it's
You
a pretty
really
good
are
one.
an idiot.
Julia Roberts is Tinkerbell.
I did not know any of this.
Dustin Hoffman
Nope.
is Hook.
You've never heard? Did you know some of the biggest movies? Like
I've
you
heard
know
of
that, right?
Hook.
Okay.
Yeah. I've
Heard of
definitely
Peter
heard of Hook. Yes, I've heard of Peter Pan.
We got to check
good.
with you.
Yeah. Yeah, sure you do.
Was
Our
that
next one-
1 point for William?
Yes,
That was 1 point
Yeah,
for
that's
William.
the-
William is up 8-6 right now.
I mean, still very capable for a comeback here. This was for everybody.
Yeah.
Look at his sexy ass, dude. I'm talking about Macaulay Culkin.
Yeah. Oh, we have to get the movie right, huh?
Gotta
whole
get the movie right.
The
No,
whole
I mean,
movie?
no, I mean, if you know the title.
Okay.
There's a title for this.
Okay.
Show those answers, boys.
This is DJT in Home Alone 2, Lost in New York.
DJT. Lost
Yeah.
in New York. Yeah,
Yeah.
but I'm not gonna give you that. 'Cause it's Home Alone 2.
Yeah.
As far as the world is concerned.
Okay.
10-8. Oh my God, I love when it's a fucking battle.
Yeah.
I love when
This
it's
is a good battle.
dude.
This is a good battle.
Our next one, Val. Now this one's hard. I did this one on purpose. This is only if you know it. This one's only if you know it. Because you can't go
Yo.
off the face.
Yeah.
I'll give you the hint though. It's the person on the right. It's the main person.
Yeah. That's you have to know this person. You have to know.
Well, I
this
mean, the
before-
movie is a dead. I mean, I feel like it's a
Yeah, the
giveaway to
movie's-
what it is.
Yeah.
Or show. Could be a show.
Oh fuck! Who is this?
Alien Romulus was great.
Brian said the same thing. He really hyped it up too. It made me want to see it. I really want to see Alien Romulus.
Yeah.
Did
me
you see it
too.
in the 40X?
No.
Heard it's awesome that way.
I don't know.
Yeah, I'd love to see it. I like the alien movies.
I've never seen one. I've never seen an Alien movie.
Oh, really?
I
Throw
know.
this
Yeah,
out there.
I've never.
Oh
seen
my
one.
gosh, there's classics. There's like 4 of them, or 5 now.
Yeah,
or something.
I'm definitely an idiot.
So
I'm
Gordy
not.
Weaver, she can look pretty good.
Dude, Avatar. Come on, she's old and hot.
Yeah, she is in Avatar. All right, let's
Show
go.
them, boys.
I didn't even.
Christian Bale.
Star
in
Trek?
Star Trek. I don't know.
Christian Bale, Star Trek. Show the answer, Val. Jeff
Jeff
Bezos.
Bezos.
That was
Oh,
Jeff
that's funny.
Bezos. Everybody. That's why it was a one where it was only if you knew. type
Right.
shit.
So we both got
That's
one.
hilarious.
Both got
who's
one.
in there.
Jeff, damn. Of course.
Our next one, Val. Ooh, now zoom in, Val. Help the boys out a little bit here. There we go. Thank you.
It's the guy in the back?
It's the guy in the back. Well, obviously, I hope you'd recognize the guy in the front.
Right.
And I feel like the movie is pretty obvious.
Yeah. The guy in the back. So we're looking at around this time. Who's big around this time?
And I'll give one hint to both of you. The answer is under your nose. It's one of those kind of answers.
I don't know what that means, but
It's when you hear the answer, you're like, shit, of course that's what that meant.
right.
It's a more obvious answer than you think. It's right under your nose.
Right under your nose. Well, this is wrong, but it made me think, so I'm gonna go with it.
Still waiting on our sexy big red machine. He is formulating in his mind the answer to this question. And I would say,
I can't think.
Here we go.
Yeah.
Answers.
I went Selick Taxi.
Selick Taxi, and he went Brian De Palma. The answer. Martin
Scorsese. I couldn't think of the guy
That's
who
what I mean.
fucking
It's like-
directed
Yeah,
those.
that's what I was saying. Of like, it's under your. It's literally
Yeah.
what you. It's the only. It's right there.
Right.
1-1. God,
and
this is
one.
close.
Damn.
I was about to say, we should keep talking to anyone listening. I'm like, oh, if you're listening to this game, well, then you're an idiot.
Yeah.
Hey,
you
go
gotta-
watch. It's a game
So-
show.
Yes. Oh, I'm what? William's still up 2, right?
William's still up 2.
William's
Next
up
one,
2.
Val. We're coming towards the end here, guys. For Ehsan not to get this really shows how dumb he is.
Fuck.
And I will help. It's the person on the left.
What's that movie
That's
called?
the cameo.
What's
not the
that
person on
movie
the right.
called? Fuck.
Oh, the person on the left.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Okay.
What's that movie fucking called? Because I can picture the movie in my head.
Great film. You liked it.
You're kidding, Ehsan. You know who's on the left?
No. I know the person. I know the person.
It is funny he didn't know it was on the left, considering he brought him up earlier.
Yeah. No. The movie. I don't remember the name of the movie. Could be wrong. Yeah. I can remember the scene.
Great film.
I remember the scene.
I'll give another hint.
Mm-hmm.
George Carlin.
I know. This is that movie. God. Okay. Is it Jersey Girl? Is that the movie?
Oh my God, Ehsan! And it's Will Smith is the correct answer, and the correct movie is Jersey Girl.
Jersey Girl.
Great guess with Jiggly.
Yeah.
You're literally
But
you're
that
one
wasn't
movie
a
off.
good movie, though.
But
So
it
when
was
you
Jennifer
said
Lopez.
that, I was like,
Yeah, it's not a good movie. But it was
Jersey
Jennifer
Girl was-
Lopez, Ben Affleck. So that's why you were very close. You were very close.
Oh, damn. I'm only down 1.
He's only down 1. And how many are left? Out 1?
I don't remember.
Awesome.
I think a few more.
Damn.
Ready?
Oh, yeah, it's 2 more. There's 2 more left. You're right. No, 3 more. You're right. 3 more left. Excuse me. Zoom in again, Val.
Oh, this face is so familiar. I don't know the movie. Again.
It's a great film, Oscar-winning film. 1 Oscars.
This is wrong. But... All right. I said Bill Murray.
Show those answers.
Imitation Game.
Absolutely
Myers,
nailed
Inglorious
it.
Bastards.
Absolutely.
Oh my god.
Oh, was it Inglorious Bastards?
Glorious Bastards,
Inglourious
Mike
Bastards.
Myers.
Damn,
Unreal.
I forgot
You
about
didn't-
that.
Yeah, the war uniform I thought was the giveaway.
Yeah, I forgot Mike Myers was in
I
it.
forgot he was in it. But,
But you got it. I didn't want to say
thinking-
also, I was like, man, this guy, also, when you said he's got a familiar face, I was like, well, you saw him.
I saw him
10
earlier.
seconds ago.
Yeah, that's why. It's like I just don't know. Mike Myers isn't ringing in my head for whatever reason. He always looks different.
He can look different. That was
he always
what was
looks
amazing.
different. Yeah.
Mike Myers is very
Damn,
talented.
up 3.
It's over.
It's over. This feels over.
This is such a good movie. This is one of my favorite movies. I'll give you a hint. One of my favorite rom-coms of all time.
Who is it that does Master of Disguise?
Dana Carvey.
Dana Carvey.
I got nothing. I'm literally throwing up a
Nothing?
blank for this.
Billy Idol's correct,
16
not 16 Candles.
Ooh.
It is Billy Idol in the classic Wedding Singer.
Oh.
Oh.
Okay.
Damn. Well, now you're up
Not
4.
that I'm acting like I knew that. I haven't seen that in years.
Yeah.
Have you
At
ever seen
all.
Wedding Singer?
Yeah, I think we did it as
We did. I know.
as Spill the Beans. Yeah.
That's great.
Yeah. Like I said, I don't remember anything movie wise. It all leaves my head.
That one now. I can feel when Ehsan's about to lose. He just starts caving in on his. You can feel him.
Yeah.
You feel it. He's caving in, dude. That loss is on his head.
Oof.
It's like the Niners Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Next, Val. This is our last one. Zoom in against. Val, help these guys. There we go. Our final one that I will credit 5 points each to.
If we can get this.
Yep.
No. Well, I'm gonna say this anyway. This is old, huh?
It looks like it.
It looks old.
You ready?
I'm not gonna get this. I put it at a random.
What is it?
Little Miss Sunshine.
Little Miss Sunshine?
Teen Wolf.
Guys, that is Stan Lee in the Avengers.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, the guy that wrote all
actually-
the.
Yes.
Probably the only one.
That
I
was
could get.
I thought that was the one for. I was like, oh well, they'll notice the guy who literally is famous for cameos.
Yeah. No, that's to me. That's not how he looks. To me, I remember Stanley with the mustache.
He does have a mustache.
Yeah, what is that?
I can't
Got a
see
little
it.
one.
Oh, yeah. I couldn't see it in the picture. It looked clean shaven from far away. It looked clean shaven.
Yep, that is Stan Lee in the Avengers, the
Damn.
first Avengers movie.
Damn.
How
Well,
much did he win by?
it was 16-12. William
William Montgomery, everybody.
to Cameo. The king of Cameo wins Cameo.
The king of cameo wins cameo, dude.
Okay. And now I'm gonna hand this to Deric. We have a second game where you'll be using
Our
the
final
whiteboards.
game.
Our
Oh,
final
okay,
game.
Cool.
This is a quiz time. Both of you are from Memphis.
Yup.
So
Shout out Grizzlies.
I have 10 questions, or maybe 11 questions about Memphis. Let's see
Okay.
who knows more.
Fucking go.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
Let's go. This one is definitely scary and evenly matched.
Yeah, yeah,
Because
yeah.
it just depends on what Memphis question you ask.
Yes. Let's go. Number one. What was the first year the Grizzlies played in Memphis? The answers are not up there, so I'll tell you the answers. I'm looking at them.
Okay.
I'll keep track.
Yes.
Okay.
You ready?
Yes. Let's show.
2001.
2001. Yes, it was the 2001-2002 season. That was the first year.
Okay.
That's awesome. I love. Okay, now I'm already
Yeah.
like, oh, this is a battle.
Okay. Already. 1-1. All right.
Hold on. Where's the little-
Oh, I have it. I picked it up.
Thank you. Our next
Is this the
question.
next question?
Yes. Memphis is named after a city in which country?
Oh, I know that because they used to have it. That's where they played their home games. Ready?
Yes. Egypt.
Egypt.
Egypt. Yep. Named
'Cause
after
the-
Memphis,
They
Egypt.
used to play at the Pyramid, and now
Yep.
the Pyramid is a Bass Pro Shop
Oh, wow.
I saw
Bet Jack
Michael
Daniels.
Jordan play at the Pyramid one time.
with the Wizards, right?
No, it was a early exhibition game the NBA was randomly having at the Pyramid. I went with my uncle when I was a little boy.
Wow.
But I remember seeing the Bulls. I don't remember who they played, but I saw Michael Jordan. I thought we looked at each other at one point. I always said that thought. Seriously. I always said that we looked at each other for a second.
I saw the Wizards. I saw Wizards Jordan there.
Damn.
Cool.
Yep,
Cool.
Yep.
Damn,
On his
well-
farewell tour.
You kind of answered this next question, but the next question: the Memphis Pyramid is home to what store?
Oh, dude.
Well, this is famous. This is the thing that I think I would have gotten right.
Oh, you know that the Memphis Pyramid is now the Bass Pro Shop?
It's not a Bass Pro
the
Shop.
Bass Pro Shop, baby.
Yep.
Have you been to that? Have either one of y'all been to
I
that?
have.
No, I've never been to
Insane.
Memphis.
Insane to see it because it's a basketball arena, but for
Right.
the Bass Pro Shop.
Yeah.
Yes.
I
Okay.
first saw
so
a deer
it's
piss.
3-3. All right, this is another question. The Memphis Pyramid is the X largest pyramid in the world.
Damn.
Yeah, so closest one wins the point.
Okay.
You can go over.
Okay.
I'm ready.
Okay.
I went second.
Second. Ooh.
Fourth.
Fourth. No, it's the 9th largest pyramid in the
God
world. So
damn it.
William gets the point.
In my head,
Yeah,
I was
that's
like,
kind of a hard question.
Yeah, it's a very
I'm
hard
thinking,
question.
well, ain't no way these niggas back in biblical times made a pyramid that big, and now I'm like, oh, I guess they did.
Yeah, well, Egypt has the
Yeah.
3.
Wow.
Yeah,
I didn't know
yeah,
how big
yeah.
those were.
Yeah, those are the largest ones.
I thought they were tiny. I only seen them in pictures.
Yeah.
All right, next question. What is the AAA team's name?
Oh my God, I've been to so many games. Wow, what a memory you just brought in my head, Ehsan.
Mm-hmm.
Did you ever go to these games, William?
Yeah, I almost one of the. I was sitting in the outfield getting wasted with friends one time, like some summer. We go back to a random game, and we were like looking up personal shit about like the left field or whatever field we were sitting in, and the guy fucking catches a third out and immediately turns around and without blinking an eye, fucking throws the ball right at my ass, and I almost catch it barehanded. Which would have been like a big power move in my world at the time, you know what I mean? But it bounced off my fucking hand, but I almost grabbed the fucking ball with one hand.
Oh my God.
Yeah,
to show
let
that
him know.
minor
Turns
league
around and fucking
Well,
throws it
don't
right
erase
at
it.
me.
We haven't shown it.
Yeah,
yet.
we didn't.
Oh,
yeah.
I bet. Memphis
Yeah.
Redbirds.
Yeah,
Yes,
Redbirds.
Memphis Redbirds.
Yeah.
Yeah, they are
But,
the team for the St. Louis Cardinals.
St. Louis Cardinals, yes. And they would also to catch it, and then you could have been like, that's why you're in the minors.
I know. And maybe he was being almost kind of I don't know. Because I think about that sometimes. I'm like, well, if he really wanted to hurt me, he would have like probably could have thrown it a lot harder.
Yeah, I think
But
he just wanted to
threw it
annoy
at
you.
me.
You just want to annoy you. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. The next few might be a little tough, but I'm curious. The world's first modern hotel chain was invented in Memphis. What is its name? And it's a famous chain.
Okay.
The chain. All right. The Peabody.
The Peabody?
No, Holiday Inn is the correct answer.
Oh, William, you're more of a
Yeah.
Memphian.
Yeah. The Peabody is a famous hotel, but the Holiday
With
Inn is
the
the
ducks.
first chain. Yeah.
That's what
See
I
the
thought. I was
ducks.
thinking Peabody Ducks. That's what I was thinking.
Yeah.
The
That's
duck-
probably one of the nicest hotels in Memphis. I would think. I would
Yes.
hope. I think historically
the Ducks
it
are
has
world
been.
famous. They are. I know about the Ducks. I know about the Ducks. Yeah. Like I didn't know it was the Peabody, but if you'd be like, there's a hotel in Tennessee that does the Ducks, I'd be like, yeah.
They march around.
Yeah. They march the Ducks around.
I
Yeah.
know.
All right. The world's first full self-service grocery store, so the modern grocery store, was invented in Memphis. What is its name?
Whoa. Does it still exist? Can I ask that hint?
I don't know if it still exists because I've never really been there, but like it's a name you'd recognize because I recognize that name immediately.
Wow. I don't know, but I'm going to guess. Here we
All
go.
right,
Ready?
Go.
Okay.
Kroger.
The answer is Piggly Wiggly.
Holy
Damn! William hasn't missed a single one.
It was always at the Pink Palace Museum,
Yeah.
which I grew up going to. They had the little place in there where you could go get your grocery. It was like, yeah, I remember one of the things was the first self-service grocery store.
Wow, bro.
Wow.
Which is like a big thing.
That's a big deal.
Yeah.
Think about that. All grocery stores are I mean, that just seems
That's
like
how
kind
it
of
works
a big
now.
thing.
Yeah, but it used to be you had to go and you had to tell the grocer, like, I want this, and he'd have to go pick that up for you.
Yep.
Yo, I've only been to the Piggly Wiggly like twice. I was a Kroger boy, but I didn't know that.
Yeah,
I
that's
think
the
they
first
do
one.
still exist, maybe, but
There
not
might be a
many
couple.
if
Yeah,
they
yeah.
do it all. Maybe
Yeah.
they don't at all anymore.
Piggly Wiggly is correct.
Dude,
now this one I don't
Piggly
think.
Wiggly.
This next one I don't think you'll get right, but the answer was funny. The name was funny, so I had to put it in. But America's first public enemy, #1, was captured in Memphis. What is his name? And it's a name of. Give you this hint. There's a modern famous person with this name.
Wow.
Yeah.
Fuck, dude.
I know that y'all weren't gonna get this. I don't think, but I had to put it
Yeah,
in
I
because
know.
it's funny.
First public enemy captured?
First public enemy #1. I see what you're writing. That's so funny.
What does that even mean?
So like the #1 most wanted.
Okay.
So this is the first iteration of that.
I'm ready.
Okay.
Osama bin
Laden.
Laden.
Al Capone. No, Machine Gun Kelly.
Oh,
Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, I was like, I saw
Yo, what
that.
did he do?
okay.
Bank robber.
Damn.
Like
what-
all those in that time, like you would, like
old-timey bank robber.
old timey bank robbers. You know
wow.
You know that movie with Johnny Depp.
Johnny Depp, Public Enemies.
Mm-hmm.
So Mulaney had that great joke about it. About
Yes.
robbers from that time. Yeah. Damn.
Yeah. They shoot their name. They tell you their name.
It's the Suggins gang.
Yeah. All right, we've got 2 more. William is up by 2. Damn. Oh, we have 3 more. Sorry. Name the first place Elvis gave his first professional rock and roll performance.
In Memphis?
It's in Memphis. Apparently, this might be a big hint. Apparently, there's a very popular concert series there still. Yes. Go ahead.
Minglewood Hall.
The Levitt Shell. No, it's the Overton Park Shell.
okay.
Yeah.
He was closer, though.
Yeah, he said shell.
I'm going to give it to him.
You're going to give
Yeah,
it
I
to
don't
him?
even know if Levitt is
shell.
a thing. It could be that now.
Just 'cause you got the shell.
You remember the Minglewood Hall?
Yeah, for sure.
That was my
I went to
first-
a couple concerts, and then I went to some church there for a little bit. They were doing a church inside of there.
That was my first ever open mic, they still do concerts there.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was my Minglewood Hall was my first ever time performing on stage.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I think mine would have been in Memphis early on at the P&H across the street. from
P&H,
there.
right? Yeah, that was the second or third place ever.
That was always a
performed,
good
P&H.
open mic, but still it felt like a show.
It felt like a
on
show
Thursdays.
On Thursdays, it felt with Richard Douglas Jones, baby. That's who was running it when I went. Yeah, but it felt like a show.
Yeah, it was great.
All right, we got 2 more.
It's over. I can't come back.
The Peabody has a French restaurant in it. It's the only high-end French restaurant in the world that doesn't serve what meat? Answer? Answer's duck meat. It does not serve duck meat.
Because that would be
That would be
hilarious.
fucked up. Yeah. Because then you'd be like, "Well, did I see this duck that I'm eating?"
And I thought it was so cute, and I took pictures of it.
Yeah. And the last question: name of the motel where MLK
Oh,
got shot.
come on, baby.
Also, why would it be weird with ducks if people like to see their fish get caught and then eat the fish?
Yeah, but the ducks are a little cuter.
It's a cuter thing. It'd be like riding a horse, then later you're eating horse.
Yeah. An answer? The Loraine.
Loraine Motel, baby.
Damn, William with the clean sweep of the games today.
That was impressive, dude. That was holy fuck.
Yeah. The only
Wow.
the
Beat
only
my ass.
the only question you got wrong was the one that I knew both of you would get wrong, but I did it because it's Machine Gun Kelly. That's the
Well,
only question.
the pyramid, he just got closer.
He got closer.
He got closer,
Yeah, he
so
got closer. Damn. William.
I've been to that.
Well,
How many
it
times?
was fun.
That was fun. I've been in the Loraine Motel, the Civil Rights Museum. Have you been a bunch?
Yeah, well, I've been a couple of times. Yeah,
too.
it's pretty surreal to, go over there and they haven't changed it. Then you can see where the, what the hell's the guy's fucking name?
The shooter. You
Whatever. Yeah, you can see where he was.
His point
That's
of
a
view.
part of the museum.
Damn.
Yeah, they do. You cross the street and you can see his angle.
Damn.
That was one of the things I would listen to a lot when I'd be all feeling sad doing cocaine and drinking all night is I would listen to Martin Luther King speeches and they'd make me cry. One of my favorite ones is But If Not. Y'all look up But If Not. That one would always touch me real. I love listening to him. He's such a great orator and I enjoy listening to that religious stuff some. So it was something that would always
That's an
kind of make me
intense
cry.
time.
So I'd be like weeping at the bed, and my girlfriend would be like, "What the fuck are you doing, you insane
crazy.
person?"
I mean, that's
But-
such an intense thing to
But
listen
yeah,
to.
but if not, that's a good one. Y'all should listen
I
to
will.
it sometime.
We
And then
will.
obviously the Been to the Mountaintop speech is surreal because it's lightning and everything, and then he dies the next day. Gets killed the next day.
That's the one in Memphis.
Damn. Okay.
That's
I'll listen
yeah,
to
the real
for the
famous
garbage,
one.
he was talking to the garbage men, I believe.
Yeah,
It was
representing the garbage sanitation
It
workers.
was for the sanitation people. That's what he was doing in Memphis that day.
Damn.
Next day got killed. The last time I was there, I took Sam because we went to go to Memphis. This was during COVID. I took Sam, and we're at the hotel. You know, at the end they bring you into the hotel room, and like everything's preserved. It's exactly how it was that day. All right.
Damn.
And you can't. They ask you no talking when you enter the room. It says no talking, please, so you can feel it. You know.
Right.
And we're in there, and while we're in there, a fucking shootout happens outside. Look, Memphis, very Memphis. Pop, 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 pop. And I'll never forget this. A guy panicked. He started screaming and then tried to go out the balcony way. And I was like, well, that's where you if we learned anything, don't go there, my nigga. You know what I mean? It was like he was like trying to get out to the balcony. It was crazy, bro.
Didn't we do a sketch once of like, it was like a Curb Your Enthusiasm style sketch, but it's like a guy who really hates Jesse Jackson. He's trying to shoot Jesse Jackson.
Yeah, I
Kills
forgot
Alec
about that
Hansen.
sketch. Oh my God, we did do that one.
Yeah, we'll post that.
I will.
Yeah.
I will. William Montgomery, we love you so much, brother. Thank you.
It was a pleasure. Thank
That
y'all
was a
so
lot of
much
fun.
for having me. I'm glad it worked out. Thank y'all so much for having me.
Guys, go watch William. Go get his cameos. Every Kill Tony, you know he's the GOAT. And
Check him out on tour.
And check him out on tour. Go to his dates and
Yeah.
just go support our boy. He's the fucking man. William, we love you.
For sure. Love y'all. It was a lot of fun.
Val, shut the fuck up.
Yeah, seriously.
God damn it.